Thunder have never played a member of the Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference. You look at the two schedules, neither team has a common opponent, so this is essentially roll the balls on the field, and we're going to see which team is better tonight, because it's hard to scout these kind of teams when you've got conferences even that are just miles apart, and you're just not going to see these teams other than maybe getting a tape somewhere.
Yeah, it's so true coming out of the Allegheny Mountain Conference. I mean, that's where I'm from, in West Virginia. It's a couple hundred miles away. And, yep, not even a common opponent. Neither team really will know each other that well, and therefore should make for a very exciting match as the two teams have to feel each other out and can't really know each other that well from the start.
Statistically speaking, the Lions are 13-6-2 overall, 7-2 in the AFCC. They went 6-4-1 away from home, and while this is postseason play, this is essentially a road game for the Lions. Obviously, they're playing on-site here. The Thunder have chosen to play the first game of this quad set. As you heard Judah mention in the pregame, Capital and Alma will play the second game, and the Thunder have not played either of those two schools either, and that game will commence 30 minutes following the end of this game. But you really look at it, these two teams, very different statistically. The Lions are led by Valerie Wagner. She's got 11 goals, and after that it's a drop-off to Emily Lewis with 6, and you've got also Steinsdorfer with 6 as well. So really there's 3 lead scorers for this Penn State team. But when you look at the Thunder, their main thing all season long has been balance. They have so much balance through the lineup, and they're going to have that balance tonight with the loss of Allie Kopelman. She is unavailable for tonight's game, so Ann Turner will take her spot in the starting lineup, and then you'll have to fill those roles with the likes of a Val Lilly, a Carrie Shannon. Turner's obviously going to fill into the midfield where Kopelman pushes more forward, so you might also have a little bit of a formational change. So there's going to be some adjustments for the Thunder to make starting the second season.
Yeah, that's very true, especially with Kopelman being out. But the Thunder, as you said, Rusty, balance has been the name of the game for the Thunder all season long. We do have leading scorers, of course, but there's not much of a drop-off between our leading scorers and our second and third scorers, as the scoring has been spread around, and the assists as well for the Thunder this year. It is very much team ball that the Thunder play, and it is great to watch and tough to play against, so hoping for a good result for him tonight.
And at this time, we will send it down to the field for the announcement of tonight's starting lineup.
Number 4 is Caitlin Kishkunis. Number 5 is Jamie Orweiler. Number 7 is Laura Karsten. Number 10 for Wheaton is Carrie Shannon. Number 13 is Esther Tan. Number 14 is Val Lilly. Number 16, Erin Strom. Number 19 is Anna Siebold. Number 23 is Ann Turner. Number 24 is Bucky Liebendor. The head coach for the Thunder is Pete Felsky. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad with the playing of the national anthem.
to Joe Bean Stadium alongside Jonathan Hensel. I'm Rusty Lindsay as we get set for the kickoff between the Wheaton College Thunder and the Penn State Behrend Lions. And again, as we mentioned, this is the first time these two teams have met. The Thunder will be in their home whites with the blue stripes, the orange numbers. Meanwhile, Penn State will be in their all-blue roads. Actually, it looks like the Thunder will be wearing their blue shorts as well. So white trim on the uniform for the Lions, along with some white lettering and white numbers. You look at the lineups for the Thunder. We mentioned the loss of Allie Kopelman for tonight's game, so they will go with the following lineup. In goal will be the freshman Kelsey Graham. Number 4, Caitlin Kishkunis. Number 5, Jamie Orweiler. Number 7, Laura Karsten. Number 10, Carrie Shannon. Number 13, Esther Tan. Number 14, Val Lilly. Number 16, Aaron Strom. Number 19, Anna Siebel. Number 23, Ann Turner. And number 24, Caitlin Liebedor. The Lions will counter with their lineup. In goal, number 0, Robin Siegenthaler. She's a sophomore. Number 3, a junior, Julia Schreck. Number 6, a sophomore, Rachel Mueller. Number 10, a senior, Heather Klamushka. Number 11, a junior, Valerie Wagner. Number 12, a freshman, Shelby Lloyd. Number 16, senior, Erin McCreary. Number 18, a senior, Emily Lewis. Number 22, sophomore, Sam Vassy. Number 33, a senior, Lindsay Steinsdorfer. And number 25, a freshman, Maddie Monty. And again, this is going to be one of those games where nerves will come into play early, and then after about the first 10 minutes or so, you realize it's the same game that you've played 20, 25 times already this fall.
That's very true. Teams will come out, of course. It's the beginning of the national tournament. This is what you fight all year to get to. And so certainly can't foresee not having any jitters on either side of the ball here tonight. But, yeah, you'll settle down eventually and just learn to play that game that you have, all season long. And probably the early advantage will go to the team that can calm their nerves the fastest. And you have to like the Thunder for that with all the experience in their lineup. A lot of the Thunder players have been in this situation before. This is, I believe, the 15th consecutive tournament appearance, Rusty.
Has to be at least that. So again, you can follow both these games tonight on WETN 88.1 FM, WETN.org, and you can also watch these live on local cable WETN or our Watch Live option on WETN.org. Live stats are available via the Wheaton Athletics page, athletics.wheaton.edu. You can click on the live stats link on the right side of the page. Ball is set. The Lions will take the first possession of this game. They will move left to right for those of you using your radio dials. And we are underway as the Lions move the ball at the feet of Sam Vassy. Vassy trying to go up the far sideline. Tan will step for the Thunder, taking it away from Klamushka. And here come the Thunder with the counter as there's Ann Turner dropping back to Laura Carson. Again, the Thunder using that 3 across the back. Turner and Carson almost going to play a defensive mid-type position. And here's Kishkunis near side, back to Strom. Strom, Liebedor, and Tan across the back. The middle will be Turner, Lilly, Karsten, and Kishkunis. Up top will be Siebolt. Shannon will push to an attacking mid, along with Jamie Orweiler. Lilly down the far sideline. Again, the Thunder in their home whites, as she steps to the middle, and that pass taken away by Vassy. Vassy touched to the outside, Klamushka, and back into the middle. And ball swung near side, taken away by Kishkunis.
Lots of good possession by the Thunder defense so far early on. A little early pressure applied by the attackers of the Penn State Behrend Lions. But the Thunder haven't been able to deal with it, and the pressure has backed off a little bit, at least until we get to the midfield stripe. So now we have a contest for the ball, and it will roll out of play, and Esther Tan will take a Thunder throw on that far sideline.
Tan took the contact from the hit from Klamushka. She will take the throw in right at midfield on the far side. It goes down the sideline to Lilly, and Lilly's touch goes out of play. Just underway here at Joe Bean Stadium. Scoreless in the back to Carson. Carson will center back it to Liebedor. Again, Liebedor forced into the middle of that defense after the loss of Amanda Brait. As this Thunder defense has been ravaged by injuries all season. Megan Campbell's really only played one game. Amanda Brait was lost before the halfway point. And this back line, who we didn't expect to see these three necessarily when the season began, has been exceptional for the Thunder. Here's Tan up the far sideline to Val Lilly. Lily looking to touch and finds Karsten. Again, we talked about it during the Illinois Wesleyan game. This is a patient attack. They will go backwards to go forwards, as they do now, as the ball swung near side to Strom. Strom to the sideline, and Kishkunis trying to work around McCreary, and McCreary will knock it into the Behrend bench. Near side throw in for Kishkunis, finds the chest of Carrie Shannon, goes over her head to Ortweiler, and touched out of play by Schreck, and that'll be another Thunder throw in. 2.5 minutes in, as Shannon set to throw it in into the attacking third. Finds the feet of Caitlin Kishkunis, splits a double team back to Shannon. Shannon to the end line. Foot race to the end line against Monty, and will play it off of Maddie Monty, and the Thunder will earn themselves a corner kick before the 3-minute mark of this game. And to the near corner, Kishkunis going to quick take it to Ortweiler. Ortweiler coming into the box near side, now sends a clearance into the middle, and it's footed out, and finally cleared by Steinsdorfer. Steinsdorfer's kick comes to the near side and out of play, where Aaron Strom will take a throw in. And a lot of teams, again, not being able to see each other. Penn State has not seen that little two-touch corner that the Thunder tend to go to, and thus aren't prepared for it.
That's very true. The Thunder do love that two-touch corner, especially in the near side here where there's not enough space. When there's not a lot of space in the corners, the Thunder like to go to that to give the kicker a little extra space to get the ball in. And, yeah, Penn State had no idea that one was coming that time, and we'll see if they can adjust to that throughout the game.
You would be forced to think that they will not be caught sleeping on that one again. As here's Liebedor all the way in the back for the Thunder as they look to possess. Swinging play near side for Kishkunis. Kishkunis running into space now. Finds the possession in front of Aaron McCreary. McCreary trying to step, and again will knock it out of play. Thunder throw into the near side. 3.5 minutes in as Strom comes into Liebedor at the midfield stripe. Liebedor finds Laura Carson in the middle of the field with a double coming from behind. Pokes it through looking for Siebold and cleared off the back by Rachel Mueller. Far side for Lily. Lily finds Carrie Shannon just off the top of the 18. Shannon turns to the outside, racing against Emily Lewis. Has support with Lily, but will backpedal it back towards the middle of the field now. Shannon attacking third, shrugs off her defender, sets up Carson in the middle of the field. Swinging near side for Kishkunis. Great touch by Mercuri, slows it down, and Siebold will send it to the outside. Kishkunis, quick touch, and that will be off the foot of Julia Schreck, and that'll be another Thunder corner. That one was destined to go wide left, but Schreck got a foot to it. And then again, the Thunder will send the two into the corner, and Penn State will be ready for it this time. Kishkunis and Ortweiler, and they will have to back up McCreary to 10 yards. Quick play, Ortweiler back to Kishkunis, sends a right foot in the middle. Siebold with the header, and it's headed away. Nice defense found by Shelby Lloyd. Here's Tan rushing in, looking for the crossbar, and it sails just high.
Great idea there by Esther Tan, trying to catch the defense and the keeper sleeping, and she had a pretty good look at that shot. She only missed the crossbar by a couple inches. Great idea from Tan, but just a smidge high, and we'll have a goal kick for the Lions.
Tan, not one of those that you'll see put a whole lot of shots on goal. Just she's more of a defender than the rest. You'll see Strom and occasionally Liebedor send those shots in, but a nice touch there from Esther Tan, and those are situations where the defense rushing back in a counter, you can kind of send that back in, maybe catch an offsides trap or something like that and get a second opportunity. This one will be played away off the right foot of Shelby Lloyd, won by Ann Turner, headed back into the attacking third. Shannon trying to win the second ball. Instead, it'll be won by Steinsdorfer. Thunder taking it back with Kishkunis and playing back towards the bottom of the circle and Laura Carson. Carson drops defensive half for Liebedor in the middle of the field, and Liebedor will touch near side to Aaron Strom. Just over 5.5 minutes in here, the Thunder hosting the Penn State University Behrend Lions in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Here is Liebedor. Liebedor going right up the middle of the pitch, trying to work a double team. Finally draws and will touch outside to Strom. Strom, quick touch to Kishkunis on the sidelines with McCreary running on in support. Turning towards the middle, pass McCreary.
There we go.
Great touch for Turner. Turner sets up a right foot to the top of the 18 and finds Siebold. Siebold drops back to Shannon. Shannon outside Kishkunis coming onto the corner of the 18. Punches in, looking to the back post. Has Lily trying to keep it in, and that will roll over the end line. A nice counterattack there for the Thunder as they slowed it down and then punched through looking for the back post. Just a little bit too far. Ortweiler a step too slow, and will result in a Behrend goal kick.
Yeah, it was almost like the right side of the Thunder attack. Wasn't quite expecting that as quickly as it came. No one was able to track down to the back post and get a foot on that ball, but it was a great cross in by Kishkunis and great passing leading to the crosses. Now we might have another chance for the Thunder with Kishkunis on the left side again.
Kishkunis touches around McCreary, sets up right foot, looking to the goal, and that'll be gathered by the goalkeeper, Robin Siegenthaler, off of one bounce. So something we're kind of used to seeing from the Thunder, putting a lot of possession in the attacking third early in the game as Siegenthaler's kick comes out off after a touch by Wagner, won by Kishkunis to Ortweiler, back to Strom, and Strom's touch to the middle errantly finds Klamushka. Klamushka to the near side, trying to beat Strom on the near sideline, showing speed into space as she races into the attacking half. side of the 18 near side as Tan will get a foot to it and knock it away. Graham was calling for the ball at the post, but Tan, just to be sure, will from McCreary will be a Thunder throw-in. Comes into Shannon. Shannon heads to the side and gets a nice outside foot looking for Orweiler. Rolls over the top of the head of Monty, and Monty will turn and possess and up ahead to Klamushka. Klamushka looking for Wagner. Header off the top of the head of Strom towards the sideline. Strom with a nice touch, keeping it in play. Kishkuna's trying to send it on, and McCreary gets the head to it and out into the Thunder bench for a throw-in. 7 minutes in. 8 minutes in, still no score here from Joe Bean Stadium. Rusty Lindsay and Jonathan Hensel, first round tournament action as this throw-in comes down the sideline and played out by Julia Schreck, and it'll be played on the throw again by Aaron Strom to Liebedor as they will look to space out this Lion defense. Back to Strom near side. Strom strong left foot looking for Orweiler, and that's looked to be an arm and a handball by Lloyd. They will say it's played off the shoulder to Carson and now to Lilly. Lilly finds Orweiler top at corner of the 18, far side, back outside Lilly. Lilly with space to the middle of the field, goes left field into the box and will go wide to the right side. Nobody there to clean up what looked to be a cross, might have possibly been a shot by Lilly. Either way, it will roll out for a Lion goal kick.
Thunder are certainly liking that shot or cross from afar. They've had a few shots, a few crosses, and a couple that could have been either so far early in this match, but they have been getting the ball to that Lion back line as now the ball's headed back in by Shannon.
And you're going to have a foul called against Penn State. And this will be taken by Carson. Good opportunity for the Thunder as Liebedor rushes up to take this one. They will line it up towards the near side of the box. Carson will wait about 12 yards away in the middle of the field as Liebedor will send this one in with the right foot touched outside now to Tan. Lions trying to counter out. Tan linking into the box. Has Seabolt. Seabolt on the end line. Backpedaling to the outside of the field. Looking for help behind her. And that will be sent out of play off the foot of Emily Lewis.
Throw in Thunder, far side. Tan will take it. Looking for options. Still looking now. Decides to go down the line towards the middle of the box to reaches Seabolt. Now it's cleared back to Lilly. Lily's going to send a cross high in, but far over the end line from Val Lilly. And we will have another goal kick for the Penn State Behrend Lions.
Wheaton and Penn State Behrend, one of 5 games to be played today. Obviously, the other one here being one of them. Earlier today, Oswego State knocked out Brockport State 2-1. That's a final. Other games include Wartburg and Principia in the Loris quadrant, and Whitewater and Aurora. So we will try to get you those scores as games progress.
Now the Thunder possessing in the back again off the goal kick, which was quickly corralled by Ann Turner. Now passing the far side looking for Lilly is a little too far and over her head, but it was deflected away by the Lions, and we'll have a throw-in for the Thunder on the far sideline. Looks like Esther Tan will step forward to take it.
Rachel Mueller was the one who played it out, played it in the middle for Liebedor. Liebedor going to switch play, instead finds the head of Valerie Wagner. Carson in to clean it up. She will send, that was Lloyd, to the ground, and here come the Titans trying to go 2-on-4. Here's Wagner. Wagner with Strom in front. Strom gets the right foot to slow the possession. However, McCreary back in to possess. Sent in by Vassy, and Liebedor will dummy through, and coming off the line for her first touch is Caitlin Graham, and especially with a freshman keeper, Jonathan, that first touch is important as their Graham gets an easy one. That might settle the nerves a little bit.
Yeah, it's very important for the keeper to get a good solid first touch on the ball, especially in a game like this, her first tournament game, to get that first touch and calm the nerves down. And now she sent it out.
Seabolt racing down the line against Lloyd, trying to send it in. Lloyd's taking away the angle. Seabolt trying to turn, goes through Lloyd. Beautiful play as Seabolt goes down to the box. Flag goes up far side. And a foul is going to be called against the Lions. It's just outside of the 18. And actually not a great location for this free kick. You're going to be just outside the 18, but right up against the goal
end line.
Yeah,
they are
be about
on the end line here. It's going to be a chip to get any kind of effort on this
3 yards
one.
off the end line, 1 yard outside of the 18. Here's Kishkunis. Thunder setting up at the back post. Here's the chip, looking for Seabolt. Seabolt off the crossbar. The
keeper's down in front.
And
now
there it's played
clear.
away by Emily Lewis. Seabolt had an opportunity for the first dagger. Sit back in, looking for Seabolt again. Header. And it's collected by Siegenthaler.
Lots of good effort on that set piece, and then the follow-up when Tan sent that ball right back in as she did the first time. Esther Tan looking to get those quick ones off the rebound, maybe catch the defense and the keeper out of position. And it got close for the Thunder as Seabolt got ahead to it twice. The first one went off the crossbar, and now the Thunder will reset and look to get that first goal on the board yet again.
Strom, nice step over, comes back to the middle. Anna Seabolt, the freshman, looking to make the first mark here in her postseason career. Tied for the leading scorer in the CCIW. Again, a lot of that coming courtesy of the hat trick she had against Milliken in the regular season finale. And one of 9 Thunder players who were named to the CCIW All-Conference team. Here is Caitlin Liebedor into the middle for Carrie Shannon. Starting to see Behrend tuck a few more players behind the ball defensively as they pack in that defense as Schreck takes it away, plays ahead to the foot of Vassy, and Strom there again to win the step for the Thunder. Strom goes down and finds Karsten in the circles, swung to the far side of the field, and Kishkunis, as we've seen throughout, Kishkunis and Lilly will switch sides of the field every about 10-15 minutes in the first half, and that's what you saw there. And that's called out, though, against Kishkunis. You know, what you're trying to do when you see these midfielders kind of swing sides is you get used to seeing matchups and speeds. And when you switch the field like that, you give defenders different looks and different tempos. And then when they don't notice that, they think they've got Lilly on the far side. Kishkunis is a step or so faster than Val Lilly with good speed of her own. So when you expect to see Lilly's speed and there's Kishkunis instead streaking down the sideline, it can be a little bit of a shock for a defender.
Yeah, the Thunder have been making a habit of that all season. Now Lilly is here on the near side, and Kishkunis is on the far side. And it's been working out pretty well for the Thunder. So far, we've gotten a lot of good attack so far in this opening half.
McCreary showing the speed that she has on the near sideline. That one's played behind the step of Vassy. And into the middle for Karsten. Karsten outside to Kishkunis. Kishkunis trying to play a line for Carrie Shannon with a chip, and it's headed out of play off the head of Shelby Lloyd. Just short of 15 minutes into play here in the first round. The Thunder hosting the Penn State Behrend Lions, and we are scoreless from Joe Bean Stadium. Orweiler trying to send into the box, has no help, and that will be played off of the foot of Orweiler, and will be another goal kick for the Lions. This will be their 6th of the match already. And again, it will be Shelby Lloyd. These two teams that do not use their keepers for playaways on goal kicks. It is Lloyd. Looks like she will get the call for the Lions, and you'll see either Liebedor or Strom to take those kicks for the Thunder. This played into the circle. Liebedor wins it with a chest to the foot, and will play on the ground to the outside end. Kishkunis. Kishkunis can't quite corral the first touch, and that will sail across for a Behrend throw in as we are now 15 minutes in. Jonathan Hensel, Rusty Lindsay here from Joe Bean Stadium, the site of the first and second rounds of this quadrant. Again, the second game tonight will be between Alma College and Capital University. Both teams, along with Behrend, who the Thunder have never faced before, and like the AMCC, the Thunder have not faced a member of the OAC, which is the conference that Capital is out of. They are 19-5-1 against teams from the MIAA, and on a majority of those matchups come against Hope. And in one previous matchup earlier this year against Kalamazoo, that is obviously the college, or the Alma College conference, which they got the AQ from. As here's Turner, a beautiful step over the ball into the middle, past Steinsdorfer, and played away, though, with help into the backfield. That was played away by Monty. Here is Liebedor.
Liebedor will send into the middle for Carrie Shannon. Shannon will control, get a little pressure there from Klimushka. But she'll play back to Tan, and Tan will play on that far side to Caitlin Kishkunis. Kishkunis, fancy footwork on the far side, and has it poked out of play for a Thunder throw.
And that will result in a throw in there right at the top of the at the end of the Wheaton Thunder on the far side. So Shannon back out to Kishkunis. Kishkunis trying to work sideline, has a double team between Lewis and Mueller. He's trying to break it, breaks around one, and Mueller's in the back. And Kishkunis goes down, and that'll be a foul against Caitlin Kishkunis as she runs through the back of Rachel Mueller. Thought for a second that would result in another free kick from a promising vantage point for the Thunder. Instead, it will be Mueller to play away out of the corner.
From her own end line.
As Mueller with a right foot, going to be won by Shannon coming through a double team. Strong header. Seabolt is there for the Thunder and touched away and out of bounds as the Lions will throw in again with Mueller. Again, Penn State wearing the blues here at Joe Bean Stadium. The Thunder in their home whites with the orange numbers and the blue shorts. High white socks. Penn State in all blue with the white trim around the shoulders, white lettering, and white numbers. on top of the Navy uniforms and the Navy socks. Karsten into the attacking half of the field as she goes bottom of the circle outside to Kishkunis. Kishkunis with Lewis running on, sends a right foot towards the top of the 18, looking for Siebold through Monty. Monty has help from Schreck back there and is played away but deflected back in by Karsten. Here's Orweiler. Orweiler deflects a play away. Another play away deflected, and now it's headed out. Karsten going to send it back in. Karsten finds Turner. Turner looking to touch to the outside. Siebold coming back in. It's a little bit game of ping pong in the middle. And Lilly will possess with the right foot going to the left and got tripped up over the ball, and it'll be taken away by Vassy. Vassy ahead to Klamushka. Klamushka looking to space, and Wagner as they counter 1-on-2, and a quick chip away by Liebedor finds Val Lilly on the near sideline. Lilly will step over, goes back to the sideline, and touched away by Klamushka. Again, the way this Behrend formation is set up with really Wagner and Klamushka at the top, it's going to be hard for them to counter because the Thunder do not get very aggressive with their back three, and especially Karsten is able to get back so fast that really they're going to be 2-on-3, 2-on-4 if they try to counterattack, because the Thunder three on the back line don't necessarily join the attack all that often.
No, they don't. It's actually quite rare that you see the back line of the Thunder move up and join the attack, so it does make it very hard for opposing teams to counter.
As Lilly gets called for a handball as it went off her thigh and onto the left arm as she tried to settle into the attacking third, and it will be a free kick for the Lions with 26:20 left in the first half. Moving left to right, for those of you joining us on WETN Radio or the Listen Live feature on WETN.org. Again, both these games tonight will be available for you here on WETN. As Liebedor plays with the left foot. Left foot away, second hop going to go over the head of Orweiler. Siebold will touch to Shannon. Shannon looking has help now with Kishkunis on the outside. Kishkunis with Lewis running on to help down the sideline for Siebold. Siebold has the double team coming on, will backpedal around it as Siebold working backwards towards the top of the attacking third. Brought down by Mueller and played out by the Lions for a Thunder throw on top of the attacking third. Going to be taken by Kishkunis. Kishkunis coming in to Siebold. Siebold with defense coming from behind as she goes down, taken away by Lindsay Steinsdorfer. Steinsdorfer then will play away up the far sideline. Tan rushing with Klamushka, and Tan will win the race to the right foot of Caitlin Liebedor. Liebedor trying to find Carson, instead finds the foot of Lewis, played into the middle to Orweiler. Orweiler with help to either side, touches outside looking for Shannon. Shannon will get it off a deflection and goes to Ann Turner in the middle of the circle. Turner right side to Karsten. Karsten will touch upfield, past the defender, and now go outside to Caitlin Kishkunis. Thunder into the attacking third. Kishkunis with the right foot in, looking for Siebold. Siebold deflection off the head, and will go wide right. A promising attack there for the Thunder, but Siebold couldn't quite get the flick-on header anywhere near the mouth of goal, and that will result in a goal kick with under 25 minutes remaining in the first half.
Still scoreless here, Joby. Same as you now see Val Lilly and Caitlin Kishkunis switch back to their original sides of the field. Just a quick note for the Thunder, they've been attacking down that right side an awful lot. If they can switch the field, Kishkunis is in the position Lilly was now, and Lily's been all by herself the last couple minutes, as Kishkunis is now near the top of the box. If the Thunder can take advantage of that, just switch the field very quickly, they're going to get a nice
Great
matchup
step over by
there.
Turner, finds Kishkunis, top of the 18, and again the handball as that ball bounces off the thigh and into the hand. And while that may look easy to do, a lot of times those balls, especially the way the wind's blowing tonight, the wind blowing across the field. So from our vantage point here, especially for those of you watching on WETN, the blowing from the camera towards the stand side of the field. So the wind coming out of the south, going straight across the field, and that's going to make those balls from that side of the field coming this way, at least if you're going to swing play, that's going to make that hard to do. But if you're coming from this side of the field going towards the north side of the field, that is going to be extremely easy because you're going to have the wind aided. Now granted, the wind is expected to die down as we go towards later on in the evening, as temperatures will also expected to drop. We were forecasted for possible snow even today, which would possibly be a welcome sign for the Lions, as they've already had to deal with a little bit of snow on the East Coast. Here's Shannon trying to play through to a running Karsten, now touching outside for Lilly, left foot looking back to Shannon, and played away with the left foot of Lindsay Steinsdorfer. Steinsdorfer finds the head of Klamushka, and Klamushka will send a header on into the attacking half of the field, but out of play for a Thunder throw-in. 23:10 left as Tan finds Lilly on the throw-in, and Lilly will play off of Klamushka for another Thunder throw-in about 15 yards up the field. Again, this is the first of a full weekend of WETN sports coverage. Again, the second game of tonight's quadrant between the Capital University and Alma College will be covered here on WETN. And then tomorrow we will have the Thunder football team hosting Millikan University in a 1 p.m. kickoff, and then the 6 p.m. championship game of this quadrant, or the second round game effectively, but the bid to the Sweet 16 will also be covered with a 6 p.m. kickoff as Siebold turns up into the attacking third, finds Kishkunis to the outside. Kishkunis with Shrek moving on, looking towards the end line. Double team coming from the Lions as Kishkunis will just play this one out of bounds along the end line with no threat to the Lions. 22-20 left here in the first half. Still scoreless, Thunder and the Penn State Behrend Lions. It will be Shelby Lloyd to play away with the right foot out of the corner of the 6. Finds the head of Vassy as Vassy trying to flick on. Won by the Thunder. Back to Liebedor. Liebedor will send it ahead as now Shannon moves forward. Great header from Siebold, just a step ahead of Carrie Shannon. And played away by the Lions. Stepping is Strom. Strom with the left foot to the far side of the field. Can't get it outside enough for Lilly. Header won by Mueller. Here's Orweiler stepping outside to Lilly as that will go out of play off the Lions. So Thunder throwing at the top of the attacking third far side. Lilly to Shannon, taken away by the Lions as they rush up the far sideline with Lewis. Lewis trying to fight Klamushka, and Tan will get her right foot in the way. Back to Carson. Now Turner in the middle of the field. Turner working against Sam Vassy. Another deflection taken away by Lewis. And played to Klamushka on the far side. Tan with a step. Deflection won by Shannon, and now Shannon will turn the ball back towards the Thunder goal. Shannon now trying to get that swing of play to the near side. A little bit too high for McCreary, and here is Kishkunis. Kishkunis splitting a double team to Turner. Turner with pressure on her back, looking for Tan, and Tan wins the step against Klamushka.
Good
to
hustle
Karsten.
from Tan.
Karsten will drop all the way back to Liebedor as all 10 ahead of Graham now in the attacking half. Liebedor going to carry space as no one's going to pick her up, and now draws defense. Nice touch. She's going to join the attack now with Carson.
Good give and go.
Liebedor to the attacking third, towards the top of the box. Caitlin Liebedor, ball finds Shannon, still loose. Shannon, right foot, getting to the back of the net. That's a Thunder goal with 20:41 left, and Caitlin Liebedor joined the attack. And just when we said that the back line doesn't necessarily join the attack, you get a beautiful give and go from Liebedor to Laura Carson. Liebedor joins the attacking third. She springs Carrie Shannon, and Shannon sends a rocket to the lower 90 on the near post, and the Thunder strike first here in the first round.
It's as beautiful as you see, and if anyone on that back line is going to step up, it will be Caitlin Liebedor for the Thunder, as she came out of her role in the midfield. She actually used to play sort of an attacking midfield role before Amanda Brate was injured this season. So if anyone steps forward to join the attack, it'll be Liebedor, who's used to attacking and getting those assists and taking some shots on goal every now and then, even as she has done as part of this back line, just not quite as often as when she was in the midfield earlier this season.
For Shannon, that is her 11th of the season, obviously first of the postseason. The assist to Liebedor, that'll be her 4th of the year. Obviously both of those postseason firsts. So Carrie Shannon, who all along has kind of been the X factor for the Thunder this season, she's been arguably their most improved player, tied for the lead at the end of the regular season in goals scored with 10, and she strikes first for the Thunder. Nice switch of play by Karsten to Kishkunis. Kishkunis trying to lose McCreary. McCreary's been a pesky defender on this near side, really always in the hip pocket of Caitlin Kishkunis, and she sends it out of play. Strom back to the midline, and Liebedor, as now the Lions out of their counter will look to actually push the forwards forward more towards the back line of the Thunder, trying to speed that counter attack out of the back, which will also leave them a little bit more vulnerable. Here's Strom playing in, looking for Siebold. Siebold, ball is dropped by the keeper, Siegenthaler, but the whistle will blow as Siebold kind of caught a piece of her after the drop, and that'll be a free kick for the Lions in their own box, as a substitution will be coming for the Thunder the next opportunity they get. Again, the Thunder playing without Allie Kopelman at the front of that formation tonight, as Esther Tan possesses at the midline, steps over, goes back to Liebedor. Liebedor trying to swing near side to Strom. Strom with Wagner stepping, finds Turner, and taken away by the Lions, and Sam Vassy. Vassy and McCreary have been all over the field defensively, right around the middle of the formations. As this is played to Kishkunis, and she will face up McCreary. Back to Liebedor. Liebedor into the attacking half now, plays far side for Esther Tan. Tan with Klamushka running on. Plays outside for Lily. Lily back to Tan. Tan joining the attack now, and into the middle for Shannon. Shannon turns outside. Past another defender in Lewis. Shannon chip into the box, and a strong header away. Kishkunis has been up and down the field quite a bit early on. 17:55 left in the first half as the Lions play away off their own goal kick. Header won by Shannon. Orweiler can't win the second one. Instead, it's won by Schreck and played off the left foot of Steinsdorfer. Steinsdorfer all the way to the back for the Thunder to Liebedor. Lilly trying to win it against Lewis. Played through both of them, and that will be out off the Lions, and a strong effort there by Mueller to get there before that ball rolled out. Throw in by Lilly. Comes to Siebold on the far sideline, looking back to Lilly, and instead will keep possession, finding a wide open Laura Carson. Carson with a swing to Turner. Turner looking for the one more touch, and closing quickly was McCreary. Here's an opportunity for a rush for Penn State. McCreary right up the middle of the field, looking for help. Plays a beautiful through ball to Klamushka. Klamushka into the box. Klamushka setting up the right foot as Aaron Strom drops back, finds Wagner. Wagner, and it's taken away by Strom. Great marking by Aaron Strom, and a left footed clearance will slow the attack for Penn State. So it will be sent right back in. Steinsdorfer with the right foot. Contact from behind by Orweiler. Here's Graham coming off her line and takes it off the head of McCreary. So that's the best chance that the Lions have had, and that was a strong rush as McCreary saw that play develop, took it away, and almost turned it into a shot opportunity for the Lions.
It was a great counterattack by the Lions, and it was great defending by the Thunder to get back, especially Aaron Strom taking it away on that pass back, looking to set up a cross. Strom did a nice job to take it away and stop that attack.
Grace McKenzie will check in for Ann Turner, while along with that we'll drop Shannon towards the mid along with Orweiler. So with the Thunder substitutions tonight at the loss of Kopman, you might see some formational changes as well, at least moving some personnel around at the least, as Liebedor finds Shannon at the midfield. Shannon taking Turner's spot in the formation right around the midfield line. Strong far side for Tan. Tan finds Lilly. Right foot sent on towards Siebold, too far, and Monty with a play away. Here's Orweiler. Orweiler working the space, has Hamilton the near side, instead goes left foot. Surprised Siegenthaler a little bit, but she is able to collect off the first top. It's bobbling a little bit, but making the catch inside of 16 minutes left in the first half. Right foot punt by Siegenthaler, taken off a deflection to Orweiler. Orweiler showing her speed, breaking into the attacking third. Orweiler touching outside, into the box, extended to the far side, moving towards the end line. Jamie Orweiler looking for space, looking to send into the box, working around Mueller, and played away towards the stands by the Lions. Jamie Orweiler getting her first opportunity to showcase her speed and footwork. And she earns a far side throw in for Lilly. Lilly back to Orweiler. Takes a bump from Mueller. A lot of contact on the far side and out of bounds off of Orweiler, as they will let them play a little bit here in the first half. Quick throw by Mueller. Finds Klamushka. And that'll be right back to the Thunder on a throw-in.
Yeah, a little physical play on the far side on Jamie Orweiler. She went down a couple times earlier. The second time crowd wanted a call, but the ref is letting them play on. And getting some good physical soccer as now they play into the middle for Shannon. Shannon's going to switch field to Annie Hamilton. She'll have it on the left side near the top of the box. Hamilton looks to cross it in. She will do so.
McKenzie, and McKenzie with a header one hop to Siegenthaler.
Good effort by McKenzie. Unfortunately, just straight to Robin Siegenthaler for the Lions, and Siegenthaler will now punt it away.
As a confident first touch for Hamilton. Hamilton, another freshman seeing her first action in the postseason, as she did not play against Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday, or might have played a little bit against Augustana on Wednesday in conference play. But conference play, when you know you're getting an at-large, so if you lose, it doesn't do much to hurt your chances of getting in, as opposed to actually getting into the tournament, a very different scenario as far as pressure of play.
Very, very true, as McKenzie tried to track down a nice through ball on that sideline, or on the end line, and it resulted in a Lion goal kick. It's taken quickly to the foot of Tan. She'll play it to the far side.
And that'll be Siebold. Siebold touching back to Lilly and all the way to the back to Liebedor, as the Thunder will take some time and reset their formation. Liebedor taking ground, has Hamilton on the near side, but will play it through Strom first. Strom ahead to Orweiler, and now Orweiler outside to Hamilton and moving forward towards the attacking third. Great speed by McCreary to close out ahead to Orweiler. Touched away by Schreck to Wagner. And that's going to be a foul called against Aaron Strom. And we've seen more contact in other situations throughout those games, but they'll say Strom a little bit too hard of a box out there. It'll be a free kick to be taken by Julia Schreck. 13:15 to play in the first half as she plays that one away. Header won by Carrie Shannon. This one will drop down and still stay loose, but here comes Orweiler. Orweiler, great
Nice
touch to
touch.
McKenzie. McKenzie now with space. Orweiler streaking ahead around a double team as forces a double team to collide and then loses the ball behind her. McCreary will touch away, but Shannon wins it. Now far side to Karsten. Karsten trying to take space into the attacking third on the ground to Orweiler. Orweiler has Hamilton outside. Now a player into the box. Hamilton with time. Touchback Strom. Strom left foot bending to the post and a header away by Shelby Lloyd, both a beautiful ball by Strom and a beautiful header away by Lloyd. And now Karsten keeping the ball in the attacking third, touching outside as she goes down. And here come the Lions the other way. Lily will force a poor touch to be taken away now to Orweiler with McCreary on her back, keeping possession as the official says to play on. Orweiler will backpedal and now find Karsten. Karsten moving towards the top of the box, into the box for Seabolt, and Seabolt has it touched away by Monty. Still loose in the box though, as Strom rushing in, left foot on the ground, looking for Seabolt, and it's a step behind as Seabolt stretched to her full extent to try to get a foot to stop that ball. Jennifer Lee into the game now for the Thunder as she will replace Aaron Strom with 12 minutes left in the first half.
Great bit of attacking there by the Thunder. Lots of good passing, lots of good possession. And it's amazing to watch Jamie Orweiler. She was getting attacked from all sides and managed to keep possession of that ball and thread a few good passes to set up that Thunder opportunity. Just couldn't quite convert it. But great attacking as we've seen all half from the Thunder.
Again, it is Lloyd to play with the right foot. Going to be one on a deflecting header, and a foul going to be called by Sam Vassy. So the Thunder will get a free kick. And we'll quickly play it to the near side, and Lee will go back to Karsten. Karsten into the middle for Carrie Shannon. Shannon moving now again.
Shoot that.
Right foot, looking up for 90, and it's punched over the bar by Siegenthaler. A pretty strike by Carrie Shannon, and that one was headed for the back of the net if Siegenthaler didn't get gloves to it. But she does, and that'll be a Thunder corner kick as Shannon goes alone to the far side. This will be a solo corner kick. Kunis throws up the hand at the back post. Shannon, great ball in, looking for Orweiler, headed away, and Hamilton trying to track it down, going to play it to the back, and Lee sends it back towards the top of the box, looking for McKenzie, right foot, won by Schreck. Schreck ahead to Vassy, and Vassy just looking for Klamushka, but Liebador is the only one there, with Klamushka running on. Finds outside in Tan. Tan right foot sending Seabolt into space. Seabolt in a race against Lloyd, and Lloyd with a left foot plays that one out towards the College Ave Apartments for a Thunder throw-in in the attacking half. 10-20 left, and a quick throw-in for Shannon, and another quick step by Shelby Lloyd. Lloyd's been terrific on the back line so far for the Lions. Outside to Val Lilly. Lilly for Seabolt, and again a step too far, but Shannon's there to clean it up. Working against Lloyd as Lloyd rushes to the end line. Carrie Shannon, right foot deflected, and Seabolt will corral it in the box. Trying to touch outside again, and it will be out of bounds off of Mueller for another Thunder corner kick. This, I believe, will be their fourth of the match. They've gone short corner twice, and now it'll be Shannon's second opportunity to send this one deep. Shannon, right foot, looking for the head of Karsten. Karsten gets ahead to it to the far post. Seabolt with a poke, and it's high and right. And that'll be over the end line, and subs for the Lions in the form number 5, Cassie Teddy, and number 14, Danielle Polinsky. This will be their first possession, their first substitution, as they replace number 10, Klamushka, and number 18, Emily Lewis. So we'll see fresh legs now with 9:20 to play for the Lions. Lloyd to play with the right foot. Going to be won by Karsten off the bounce. Karsten with the right foot, sending a high ball towards the top of the 18. Flick on header for Seabolt. Can McKenzie get there? She cannot. Had McKenzie at full stride towards the end line. And just a little bit too much pace on the header, out of play with 9 minutes to go. The Thunder leading the Lions of Penn State Behrend 1-0 in the first round of NCAA tournament action here at Joe Bean Stadium. The winner will advance to play the winner of Capital University and Alma College, which will be the second game played tonight. That'll be a 6 o'clock kickoff tomorrow, and WETN will have your coverage. Play away won by Jennifer Lee, looking for Karsten in a double team. Karsten wins it to Orweiler. Orweiler touched back near side for Jen Lee. Lee will send the right foot outside looking for Hamilton, and Hamilton will stretch too wide, and McCreary with a great right foot out of play, and that'll bring Kristen Clark on for the Thunder, replacing Laura Karsten with 8:20 left in the first half.
Still a 1-0 lead for the Thunder as they prepare to throw it in on this near sideline as Jen Lee backs up towards midfield.
Quick throw into Liebedor. Just a reminder, stay with us at halftime. We will have a Thunder Sports Report for you. Mr. Judah Newby in the studio. As there is Hamilton finding Jen Lee. Lead to Shannon. Shannon trying to win a step and does. Works past Polinsky, who just checked in. Shannon towards the attacking third. Great lead for Orweiler. Orweiler setting up the right foot. Blasted into the back corner. What a shot by Jamie Orweiler on a beautiful pass by Carrie Shannon. Orweiler lets it pass over her front to set up a strong right foot inside the right post, or the near post. 2-0 Thunder with 7:58, and we have seen a couple of very pretty goals for the Thunder.
That was an absolute rocket off the right foot of Jamie Orweiler from the top of the box. Beautiful find from Carrie Shannon to set Orweiler up with all kinds of space on the right side of the top of that box. And Siegenthaler just didn't have a chance on that one as Orweiler blasted it past her just inside the near post.
So Orweiler keeps pace with Shannon. They both now have 11 to lead the team in goals this season. As Shannon also getting an assist closer to Orweiler, she now has 11. So Shannon with 3 points on the evening. Orweiler with the goal there to make it 2-0. 7.5 to play as Lee touches back past Clark to Liebedor on the back line. Liebedor sending on the ground near side to Annie Hamilton. Hamilton will turn upfield and face McCreary. Finds Shannon. Shannon trying to play back to Clark and does. Clark with a right foot stop and sends play to the far side and McKenzie. McKenzie can't quite control the touch as she collides with Mueller, and a foul is going to be called against McKenzie following that collision. And this will be Lloyd to play the free kick for the Lions. Again, the Lions moving left to right here at Joe Bean Stadium, wearing their road navy blues with the white trim, lettering, and numbers. The Thunder in their home white uniforms with the blue trunks and the white socks, the orange numbers on top of the blue stripes. Down the sideline to McKenzie as the Thunder streak towards the end line and played out of bounds through a collision, and McKenzie is down on the far side of the field holding her left knee. Play goes on towards the midline as McKenzie's still down, and here is Clark, and now with the Thunder possessing, they will stop play with 6:28 left as Grace McKenzie with a hard collision with Rachel Mueller down towards the end line, and she is stuck holding her left knee and has not gotten up as they call for the trainers. It's very possible, as McKenzie and Mueller both went in knees high, it's very possible you see one of those knee-to-knee collisions like that, and you hope that's what it is, just one of those where you knock knees and you kind of lose the feeling there for a while and your leg feels like jello and you've kind of got to walk for a while, as opposed to something much worse, as you can sometimes also see when you fall out of those collisions, sometimes the leg sticks, turns, and you get the worst of it.
And hopefully it's nothing too bad for Grace McKenzie laying over there in that far corner.
So 6:28 left in the first half as we are stopped for the injury, in a half that has been played, almost 90% of which has been in the attacking half for the Thunder, as they have very much controlled the flow of play here this evening.
Now the Thunder certainly have been controlling play. It's what they like to do, what they do very well, and what has worked for them throughout this season and many seasons past, as the Thunder just love to play the ball forward and spend the entire game in their opponent's defensive half, peppering shots at the goal and pestering their defense, and taking very seriously that the best defense sometimes is a good offense. In their case, all the time.
You look over at the men's side of the bracket, 2 games have gone final. Number 9 ranked Dominican knocks off Greenville 4-0, and Hope upsets number 18 Thomas More 2-1. In action and scoreless is Calvin and Carthage. In the first half, they obviously with no score. Loris will play at home against Minnesota Morris later this evening, as both Loris teams playing host to Quadrant, so that
entering the game for Wheaton, number 20,
getting a little
Sarah
tricky
Gadara
over there in Dubuque. Sarah Gadara will check in for the Thunder. Grace McKenzie able to walk her way off with the help of the trainers, which is good to see. A little wobbly on that left leg, though, so you hope it's just one of those. It's a cold night, you bump knees with somebody, and you walk it off a little bit. As hopefully when you get into the locker room at halftime, you can warm it up a little bit and feel that it's still there and intact.
Yeah, good sign for Mackenzie is when she got up first and started walking across, she wasn't using the left leg at all, but now she is definitely putting some weight on that leg. Not much, but some, which is a good sign for the Thunder and for Grace Mackenzie. She gets helped off here on the near sideline. So 6:28 left in the opening half of action here at Joe Bean Stadium. The Thunder on top 2-0 as Mackenzie is now onto the sideline. We get the clearance, and we are back underway with the Thunder possessing at the feet of Bucky Liebedor.
Near side to Tannas. You always like to see those drop balls played. Those always are fun. A little bit of a hockey feel to a soccer game, as this one's played away by McCreary and won by Caitlin Liebedor. Liebedor near side to Jen Lee. Lee ahead looking for Seabolt. Seabolt working at the top now with Gadara. Good lead for Shannon. Shannon with a right foot in the attack of the pass. What a punch by Siegenthaler, as Siegenthaler off the bounce got a little funny on the bounce, as Marley Disher will check in for the Thunder.
Just wide left on that shot by Shannon, and that's the second time she's done that. Another learning curve moment for the Lions. Carrie Shannon, we haven't seen it from Laura Carson, but she'll do it too. If they get the ball from about a third of the way out, they're not afraid to step up if they have space and take a shot.
Short corner played in by the right foot of Shannon to the back post and just past Kristen Clark. Seabolt will send it back over, but it rolls over the end line. Clark had the entire goal open on the backside as Siegenthaler was stuck in the middle and couldn't fight through traffic, but Clark just couldn't get that foot high enough to get to that ball, and it rolls across the end line to the far side. Well played ball by Carrie Shannon on the short corner touch. Again at the Thunder, the fifth corner of the night for the Thunder as we count down towards 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Played to Carrie Shannon. Shannon to Clark. Clark with a nice step, but not enough mustard on it as McCreary will take it away for the Lions. Past Jen Lee, and McCreary carrying towards the attacking third. Great run by Aaron McCreary. McCreary still going towards the end line, trying to play across Lee, and Liebedor will get the step, and the Thunder going to hopefully come the other way. Should Hamilton win this one, they can't, as Schreck sends it back in off the head of Shannon to Jamie Orweiler. Orweiler outside, near side to Hamilton, as the Thunder now will counter after the Lions' second run into the attacking third this evening. Here's Disher turning towards the attacking third, steps over the ball, working against Steinsdorfer, and will play back to the middle line and Liebedor. Liebedor with 4.5 to play, turns play on the far side to Sarah to Seabolt, as Seabolt has moved from the top of the formation to the outside with the addition of Disher and Gadara. So Gadara and Disher will take over up top. That second layer or so is Shannon, Hamilton, and Orweiler, with Seabolt working on the outside on the far side of the field, and then Lee, Liebedor, and Tan on the back line with Kristen Clark, the defensive mid. Clark going to turn this one towards the near side, and Hamilton denied by Valerie Wagner, and Orweiler's there for the loose ball. Hamilton quick touch back to Lee, under 4 minutes left in the first half. Lee will dummy touch it to Liebedor into the defensive half, and Liebedor with a strong right foot looking to the outside, and Seabolt, but coming out of the back is Mueller. She can't possess and loses it to Shannon. Shannon carrying towards the middle, swinging play to the near side, and Hamilton. There's that swing of play we've been waiting for. Hamilton right foot and got a little bit aggressive with that one. I think she had time to touch around the oncoming Julia Schreck, and that one very high and very wide left with 3.5 left here in the first half. Again, stay with us at halftime. Mr. Junanou will be back at the WETN Sports Desk. We'll have a Thunder Sports report for you. Played away by Lloyd. Lloyd off the head of Sam Vassy. Vassy's been very good so far tonight, winning the second bouncer, those second balls at midfield for Penn State. As Lee touches outside for Hamilton. Hamilton with double team contact, and there's Vassy to clean up the loose ball. Vassy to Steinsdorfer. Steinsdorfer to the middle and pull. And loses it out of bounds. Penn State throwing with 2:35 left here in the first half. Ahead to McCreary, and McCreary with a one-touch out of bounds. It looked like she had her head upfield before she could control the ball. Jen Lee steps up, throws back to Liebedor. Lividor's been busy out of these throw-ins as she goes ground to carry Shannon at midfield. Shannon pulls a whole 360 after a missed touch and goes far side to Esther Tant. 2:15 left here in the first half. Sideline to Siebold. Siebold faces up Mueller. Now ahead to Disher, and that'll be played out by Penn State. 2:05 left here in the first half. Quick throw into Shannon. Shannon corrals and touches outside for Siebold, and Siebold plays that one right into the body of Lloyd, but is right back on to try to knock it loose. Ahead to Cassie Teddy. Teddy on the sideline with nobody there, and that'll be a Thunder throw-in with 100 seconds of play left here in the first half. Throw-in to Lividor. Lividor past an oncoming defender, and on the ground, straight to the feet of Valerie Wagner. Wagner just trying to get Teddy working into some space, but Tan is rushing back to take it away, and near side to Lee. Penn State Behrend trying to push forward for something in the last minute and 25 seconds, played out of bounds by McCreary. And that'll be a Jen Lee throw-in for the Thunder. Quickly thrown in ahead to Sarah Gadara. Gadara gets her first touch outside to Hamilton. Hamilton working against McCreary gets pulled down, and that'll be a Thunder throw-in. I'm not sure if you're going to get a throw-in or a foul called there, but either way it'll be Thunder ball, and it'll be a throw-in for Jen Lee. Lee's throwing down the sideline looking for Marley Disher with a minute to play in the first half. Disher spins right leg into the middle, and Siegenthaler will come off her line with nobody rushing on for the orange and blue and take that one in for Penn State Behrend. Siegenthaler with a right-footed punt finds Vassy. Vassy still possessing and taken away now with the help from Hamilton to Jamie Orweiler. Orweiler to Shannon. Quickly sent outside to Siebold. Thunder looking for one last push here in the first half. Siebold into the attacking third. Siebold down the far sideline. Working against Mueller. Stops on it. Comes into the corner of the box looking for Carrie Shannon. Shannon has it. Working towards the end line. Shannon right foot towards the mouth of goal. Played out for a corner kick. Inside of 25 seconds left. Shannon sprinting to the flag. She's got time. Will place the ball, and this will be the last of play here in the first half with 15 seconds. Right foot from Carrie Shannon. Looking to the top and Marley Disher, and it's won by Cassie Teddy. Tan will try to keep the ball there. Loose ball with 8 seconds left. Jen Lee touches to the outside, and Shannon's going to have to send it in quick and does. Right foot towards the middle for Gadara. Loose at the back line, and that will be the end of the first half as it's cleared out to the far sideline by the Lions. And a half that was played mostly to our left in the attacking half for the Thunder ends in the attacking half as it's cleared off the goal lines right at the end of the clock. But all in all, a dominant first half for the Thunder. Sometimes you question how teams will come out in NCAA tournament play, and especially with the Thunder with their stable of youth coming off the bench. And so far they've been calm and collect, and they've controlled the flow of play in the first half. And your sacrifice. And it's a shame we're going to be able to miss it, but it's a great thing they're doing with the outdoor college basketball game on the USS Carl Vinson later tonight between Michigan State and North Carolina. That'll be the first outdoor college basketball game. And to play it on an aircraft carrier is a neat idea in theory, but to actually make it happen is definitely a fitting tribute for that here on Veterans Day. As we are underway again in the second half, as Orweiler goes down, touched back to Marley Disher, as Disher works into the attacking half, far side for Hamilton, who's still on. Hamilton working towards the sideline against Schreck. Back to Kristen Clark. That looks like the same lineup the Thunder had at the end of this first half, as Clark working for possession on the ground to carry Shannon. Shannon just sends it through into the near side, and Anna Siebold. Siebold now working against the defense, cuts near side against Mueller. Siebold working towards the end line, goes down hard against the boards, and it'll be cleared out by Penn State to Tan, who gets it on the ground to carry Shannon, steps through a double team and drops back outside to Siebold. Siebold into the middle, flick on header Gadara to Hamilton with a right-footed chip, and that'll be an easy catch for Robin Siegenthaler, who, like Jonathan said, has allowed 2 goals against 15 shots. Caitlin Graham, the freshman in the Thunder net, has seen nary a shot come her way off the foot of the Lions. As a matter of fact, has only touched the ball once or twice, I believe. Just balls played to the back. As this ball volley loose, Klamushka goes through the back of Tan. She will possess, but taken quickly away by Kristen Clark. Clark sends the ball near side to Anna Siebold. Siebold with time against the running Valerie Wagner. Steps past and plays into the middle for Shannon. Shannon quick play past Clark to Jennifer Lee, who joins up. And Lee's going to carry the ball towards the attacking third. Outside to Hamilton. Hamilton against Schreck. into the middle of the box for Gadara. Gadara foots it down, and that'll be kicked out of play. That'll lead to a Thunder corner kick as that ball heads over into the public safety parking lot. And it will be Orweiler and Shannon to the far flag for what will most likely be a two-touch corner for the Thunder. They went to the short corner 3 times and the deep corner twice in the first half. And out of that corner, we are used to seeing the two-touch between Shannon and Orweiler. Currently around 40 degrees here in Wheaton on a beautiful night as Shannon sends that one right into the body of the oncoming Lions, and I think it was McCreary. And as we mentioned, the temperature, and I think she might have worn that ball right in the face as she went running on. And on a cold night like that, those balls will hurt.
And
it's not going to hurt bad real now. It's going to hurt bad in about 45 minutes when they're in the locker room and she can feel her face again. As the clock will stop and they will call for the trainer. So the clock stops about 2.5 minutes into the second half. This will be our second injury of the night. Obviously the first one to Grace McKenzie, and we are told that she is most likely unavailable for the remainder of this match. She went down with a knee injury on the other, and almost the exact other corner. As up is McCreary, holding her gut, so I might have just knocked the wind out of her, and that's pretty easy to do. Shannon struck that ball hard, and it came right into the gut, and those balls will just knock the wind right out of you, and she doubled over instantly and trying to walk that one off.
Yeah, those take a little bit, but she should be able to, if that's what it was, she should be able to come back in fairly soon and keep on playing, but it certainly does, especially from the leg of a carry. Shannon, she has a rocket on that leg, and when she's sending the ball in, 35 yards from the corner, to get in the way of that is quite the sacrifice of the body, and it'll definitely knock the wind out of you. Looks like McCreary's up. She is jogging off the field under her own power. Looks like she'll have to come to the bench because of the stoppage of clock, but she looks to be okay, which is good news for the Lions.
McCreary seems to be the name we've been calling the most tonight for Penn State, as she looks to be okay and will be able to rejoin play when we start up again. And now the ball comes thrown in, and McCreary's right back in as Gadara works against Schreck on the far side and played out by Schreck. And that'll be a throw-in for Hamilton. Hamilton's throw-in going to come to Kristen Clark. Clark stepping around Wagner into the box for Gadara. And it's played away by the Lions to the far sideline and out of bounds for throw-in for Jennifer Lee. Halftime on the men's side. Carthage scoreless against Calvin. That is the only game in progress right now. 2 games have gone final already. Dominican knocks off Greenville 4-0. And Hope upsets number 18 Thomas More by a score of 2-1. As there is a foul called against Penn State on a handball, quickly coming into play from Lee to Clark. Moving the ball along to Shannon, who slows the touch to Esther Tan. Tan with the right foot swinging towards the near post. Pressure coming on a loose ball, and trying to get a foot in there was Gadara. Does not, as Siegenthaler knocks it to the ground and then smothers it.
Good idea, though, from Gadara and Marley Disher charging hard, as Siegenthaler has bobbled a couple balls on her own goal line this match so far, so may as well pressure her, see if she'll drop it right at your feet and give you an easy goal.
Siegenthaler has split time at goal this year along with Heather Klomuska, so at some point we might see Klomuska put on the other colored jersey and drop in between the pipes, as this is Siegenthaler's 11th start. Klomuska has started 9 games for the Lions, and Klomuska allowed 10 goals for a 1.06 goals against. Siegenthaler has allowed just about .65 goals against.
Nice
and a
move.
6-1-2 as Shannon sends it near side for Tan. Tan ahead to Orweiler. Orweiler touching to the outside, and Siebold. Siebold along the top of the box to Disher. Disher takes a bump, finds Gadara. Gadara works around the defender, left foot for Gadara, past Siegenthaler, and that'll be out for a goal kick, as a beautiful move by Sarah Gadara and a nice send-on by Disher started from Siebold, so the freshman trying to combo one into the back of the net there and can't do it, as Siegenthaler disrupts it enough to buy the Lions a goal kick.
Couldn't quite do it, but a great effort from the 3 freshmen teaming up on that one, as the kick is now sent away by the Lions.
And that will be won first by Gadara and then by the right foot of Schreck towards the half field line, and Lee misses, but Liebedor is there to clean it up into the outside, and Hamilton to carry Shannon. Shannon looks to turn upfield and sends away near side to Anna Siebold. Siebold will touch into the attacking half with the defensive Valerie Wagner coming back. Wagner with a sliding tackle, and it's taken away by Tan. Tan a step too far for Orweiler, as Steinsdorfer wins that one, and now it's loose to Shannon. Shannon outside Orweiler. Orweiler faces up against Mueller, working to the inside, and steps back outside to Siebold. Well done by Orweiler to pull the defense. Here's Siebold. Siebold with a cross to the near post, and Siegenthaler dropped it, but able to pick it up before Gadara could get there. Nice job by Orweiler, though, to pull a defensive Mueller, who the corners have really been stout for the Lions here tonight. The corners of Schreck and Mueller, they've seemingly been the strength of the defense. However, the Thunder have been able to get a couple of long shots away, both coming towards the top of the 18, and really just rockets with a lot of pace on them that have been enough to net them their 2 goals.
And that's just great, smart soccer by Jamie Orweiler, knowing the defense has to honor her as she charges down the middle or turns toward the middle, and she has Siebold on the far side, but the corner defender has to pull in and honor Jamie Orweiler. She comes in towards the top of the box, which leaves Siebold wide open in the corner.
This free kick towards the top of the 18 by the Lions, touch to the outside, and Wagner with Clark running on, turns, looks for space, and taken away by Esther Tan. Tan with a quick step to the outside and gets it to Siebold, and we'll see if the Thunder can counter. Streaking the other way, Siebold's trying to play into space to either Gadara or Disher, and it's too far, and Siegenthaler will scoop it off the turf all the way in the back for the Lions.
Good idea, just threw ball a little too far through from Anna Siebold, looking for Gadara or Disher up there. As now Siegenthaler punts it away, and Orweiler will control for the Thunder at midfield. And
another quadrant that will lead into the Thunder bracket. Number 12 Wartburg leads Principia out of the SLIAC 1-0 at halftime. Principia taking the AQ out of the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. So the Wartburg Knights leading Principia 1-0 at halftime. As this is played away by the Lions, as here they come with Orweiler rushing on in the defense, played into the middle and off the head of Tan, and Tan will win the step for the Thunder, playing back, though, to the feet of Sam Vassy. Vassy with a loose ball as Clark trying to possess, and will do so as Gadara now goes down awkwardly as well. Bodies all over the field for both teams, and slow to get up is, I believe,
Wagner?
I believe it's Wagner. Wagner just kind of crumpled to the ground there.
Not sure what happened on that. The ball bounced around between her and, I believe, Kristen Clark. Just literally ping-ponged back and forth off their bodies as now Wagner gets to her feet.
A crisp, clear night here in Wheaton, Illinois, alongside Jonathan Hensel. I'm Rusty Lindsay in the first of a first-round doubleheader here at Joe Bean Stadium. Wagner's up. She looks to be okay. The Thunder hosting the Penn State Behrend Lions. So it'll be a free kick for the Thunder off the injury stoppage, or the foul against Gadara. And they're going to have to back the wall up to about 3 yards from the top of the 18. Orweiler and Shannon both standing over the ball. This straight away from the goal as Orweiler will touch into play for Shannon. Shannon looks to carry with a one-step, sends it on, and Siegenthaler will have an easy one-hop catch at her own goal line.
37-25 left in the second half of action here. The Thunder still on top, 2-0 here at Joe Bean Stadium. As the Lions now clear back to midfield with Vassy. And now it's cleared forward into the Thunder half by Lindsay Steinsdorfer.
There's Liebedor with the left foot, finds Shannon. Shannon working against Steinsdorfer will push to the outside on the far side of the field, looking to get Hamilton on a run. Hamilton was kind of waiting for the ball as it was, and Monty plays away for the Lions. Now Jin Lee will backtrack and win that ball for the Thunder. Plays to the middle of the field, and Liebedor, as the Thunder defense, will collect and possess. Nice ball through Shannon to Clark. Clark ahead looking for Disher. Too far, and Monty's there. And her ball is going to be won by Orweiler. Orweiler to the outside, and Siebold. Siebold carrying down to the near sideline, pushing Orweiler into space. Great ball from Siebold to Orweiler. Can she win it before it gets to the end line? She will not be able to. Great hustle from Orweiler. A nicely played ball by Siebold, and Aaron Strom will check into the game, returning for the first time since about 9 minutes left in the first half. She'll replace Esther Tan. So Strom heads over to the left back and sends Jin Lee to the right corner. So it'll now be Strom, Liebedor, and Lee left to right across the back line, and Lily will quick rush to the flag, and she will get in at the next Thunder possession dead ball. Here's Lloyd on a low liner, flicked on. Excuse me, that was not Lloyd this time. That was Schreck, but flicked on by Lloyd. Here's Clark with a winning right foot, and that will be out of play into the Thunder bench for a Lion throw-in. 35-53 remaining in this one. Thunder leading the Penn State Behrend Lions 2-0 in first-round NCAA tournament action. Here's Siebold touching outside to Gadara. Can the freshman put something together here? Gadara looking to go inline. She gets taken down. No flag goes up. That's going to lead to a goal kick. Nope. And now you're going to see a foul called from the middle of the field. And Val Lilly will check in for the Thunder, replacing Anna Siebold.
Into the game for Wheaton, number 14, Val.
So they don't call the foul, but they're going to give the Thunder the corner as a result. So Carrie Shannon to the flag for what looks to be a deep corner. Lee will step up should they look to play it back. Shannon approaching, sends a right foot in on a low liner, and Orweiler will play it off the deflection, sends it back outside to Shannon. Shannon will try it again. This one gets some elevation. Orweiler header, and she sent it right into the ground at Siegenthaler, who will punch it down and collect. She had the entire, about 75% to the left of Siegenthaler open, and she put it right on the zeros of Siegenthaler, who makes the save.
Good ball in from Carrie Shannon, though, and good header by Orweiler, just unfortunately straight at Siegenthaler for a fairly easy save. And the ball fought over at midfield, won by Carrie Shannon. She'll control at the midfield stripe and send near side to Val Lilly. Lilly turns upfield now, playing against Rachel Mueller. Lilly goes down, so does Mueller. Ball squirts free, and Jen Lee will pick it up. Now back into the middle to Lilly.
As Lilly will
forward
play it
for Gadara.
Gadara now touching outside for Orweiler. Nice possession here for the Thunder. Orweiler going to win a race to the end line, turns the corner into the box and trying to play a touch, and they will say that she played it out of bounds. And that'll be a substitution availability for Behrend. Cassie Teddy back into the game. We saw her in the first half, and she will replace Valerie Wagner.
Number 5, Cassie Teddy.
So Teddy's going to take Wagner's spot at the top of the formation as Penn State looks like they're going to actually try to push another body up there. As Orweiler going to win the free kick, but Teddy will win the second ball. Right foot towards the top, looking for the back heel of Emily Lewis. Lewis turns, sending Teddy into space, and Liebedor will get there as Lee shields Teddy away from the ball. Free kick comes to Steinsdorfer, and now Mueller to the sideline, and Teddy playing over Steinsdorfer, and Orweiler wins for the Thunder. Orweiler finds Shannon. Shannon with a right foot over the top, and here comes Disher streaking onto this ball. Disher on the near side of the box,
nice
trying
turn.
to step around the defender, can't do it. Nice defense by Shelby Lloyd, and played out by Penn State for a Thunder throw in about 3 yards or so off the flag to be taken by Val Lilly on the near side. Lilly going to loft it into Marley Disher, spikes it to the ground, back to Val Lilly. Lilly looked like she was going to set up a cross, and now we'll go end line and grounds the cross, and it's cleared away by Vassy. But Jen Lee gets a step to it out of the back. Here's Lilly back behind Lee to Kristen Clark. Clark turns middle, sends a left foot all the way across the field to Hamilton. Nice turn of play there. Hamilton with Strom on an overlapping run, leaves it for Strom. Strom left foot looking to the back corner, and it's over the top of the net. A nice overlapping run by Erin Strom. It looked like she could have turned the corner, though, as Hillary Quinn checks into the game for the first time tonight, and she will replace Kristen Clark.
Number 21, Hillary Quinn.
32-27 left in the second half of action here at Joe Bean Stadium. The Thunder still holding that 2-0 lead over the Lions of Penn State. Behrend, as this goal kick travels to midfield, it's headed down by Quinn to Shannon, and now she gets it to Orweiler, and Orweiler will control on the far side. Now she sends over there for Annie Hamilton. That ball is a smidge too far, and it'll roll over the sideline for a Lion throw-in.
Throwing in their defensive third to be taken by Julia Schreck. And Schreck will go on a short to Steinsdorfer. Back to Schreck with the right foot down the sideline. Strom trying to get there for the Thunder. And
She's forward around Steinsdorfer.
sliding tackle by Steinsdorfer just enough to win the ball away, but Strom is there again, touching to Hamilton. A nice job by Lewis coming back to take it away for the Lions. And looking to play away was Monty, and does so off the body of Hamilton for a Lion throw-in. 31-17 remaining in this one. The Thunder lead it 2-0, playing the Penn State University Behrend Lions as it goes down the far sideline into the body of Carrie Shannon. Shannon sends play to the middle of the field, and Orweiler. Orweiler has Teddy on her back, sends near side to Lily. Lily facing up defender, great step, top of the 18, left foot to the near post, and it's just wide right. But a nice footwork move by Val Lilly to open up some space for a shot. That's something we don't see a whole lot of from the Thunder, is the ability to open up space for themselves and create a shot like that, as Lilly just with a quick step to the middle, able to get enough room for the left foot.
Yeah, great move by Val Lilly, and you're right, they don't often create for themselves. They often rely on the passing to do that, and it certainly does its job, but it's nice to see Val Lilly create a little space and get a shot off for herself from his near side. Shannon
to Lilly, splits the double team and gets it to Orweiler. Orweiler spins and faces at the top of the 18. Through contact, finds Strom. Strom sets up a left foot, and it's collected by Siegenthaler on a strong left-footed line drive by Aaron Strom. Shot number 19 on the night for the Thunder. Siegenthaler with a right foot, bouncing over midfield, won by Quinn. Second ball won by Vassie. And now won by Jamie Orweiler as she turns and possesses. Looking ahead to Gadara. Gadara in a foot race with Lloyd. Gadara into the box, near side, looking for the end line. And Lloyd will play it out for a Thunder corner kick on the near side. And this will be Carrie Shannon to come take it for the Thunder. 29:40 remaining in the game.
Once again, no short corner option here.
Wheaton corner kick.
And the Lions are going to put 10 back defensively. 10 back in the box for Penn State Behrend as Carrie Shannon will back off and now come towards this one, headed for the far post, and Gadara gets a head on it. It was well placed. Gadara couldn't quite get on top of it and keep it on goal, and it goes wide to the left side.
See another great ball off the corner kick from Carrie Shannon, as we've seen all year. She does a really good job for the Thunder of sending that ball in and giving them prime opportunities to score off those set pieces in the corner.
Lloyd sends this one low on the ground, right to the feet of Carrie Shannon, and the Thunder going to have a quick attack here. Here's Lily, looking to set up some room. Lily with a right-footed shot. Did it get deflected? It did not. Just couldn't get around that ball and keep it on goal. And that will be a goal kick.
Another good idea from Val Lilly. That time maybe not quite as open as she was the first time, but she's been firing them away these last couple minutes as the goal kick is taken off the head of Carrie Shannon, back towards Gadara, just over her. Towards Disher, she tried to get it back to Gadara, and that one is cleared away by Shelby Lloyd back to midfield. Played back in by the Thunder to Annie Hamilton. Hamilton sends a high one towards the top of the box. There it's headed away and comes free to Sam Vassie.
Vassie now running against Orweiler with the right foot ahead. Ducking was Lewis as that goes flying over and finds the feet of Klamushka. Klamushka, whose name we haven't called for a while, down the far sideline, works past Hillary Quinn to the end line, and the ball goes over, and she wasn't going to be able to keep it in play anyhow on the cross as it rolls behind the end line for a goal kick. Excuse me. And it will be Liebedor to take the goal kick for the Thunder. This will be their first of the night. 27:45 remaining here from Joe Bean Stadium. Nash Liebedor plays away, and Vassie is there for the Lions, shoving through the back of Orweiler, and that'll draw a foul. And Strom with a quick play to Liebedor in the back. Liebedor right foot down the far sideline, finds Annie Hamilton. Hamilton's been playing extensive minutes since about the 15-minute mark or so of the first half. Strom, middle to Shannon, and Shannon will drop back to Liebedor. Liebedor with help coming on, going to step over the ball, pass Klamushka to Shannon, and Shannon turns upfield, finding Hillary Quinn. Quinn dropping back to Jen Lee. Lee now coming on towards midfield with Teddy running on, finds Marley Disher. Disher trying to split a double team. Nice defense by Mueller, and she will bail out and send it into the Thunder bench for a throw-in. 26:50 remaining here. Quick throw-in to Disher. Disher turns middle of the field, setting up a left foot to the middle, and Gadara. Gadara trying to turn, sets up Disher again. Disher with a left foot into the box, and that will be chested down and controlled by Siegenthaler. as Schreck didn't quite get a very confident touch on that ball. So Siegenthaler left to clean it up on the goal line. Right to the head of Jamie Orweiler on the play away. Schreck with a right foot, sending that one farther deep, and now it's a 2-on-3 run as Liebedor comes off the back sweeper spot to win that header. Here's Shannon. Steps over the ball around Vassy, and will send it far side past Lewis to Hamilton. Hamilton down the far sideline to Disher, who rolls over to that side of the field, works sideline around Monty, and now Disher trying to send it to the box, and Gadara can't quit there, but Orweiler can, setting up Shannon. Shannon right foot to the post, and it's in the back of the net. A beautiful shot by Carrie Shannon inside the far post gives the Thunder a 3-0 lead. Shannon absorbing the contact on the shot from Mueller, and the third absolute rocket goal by the Thunder of the night.
Once again, that was from Jamie Orweiler, I believe, to Carrie Shannon. Those two just keeping the points coming here in the first round of this NCAA tournament, feeding each other and scoring, as the Thunder have now scored 3 goals in this match to lead 3-0 with just under 26 minutes left in the second half, as Danny DeLeon comes on for the Thunder and Marley Disher heads to the sideline.
As it was Orweiler to Shannon for her second of the night, and it'll be a double assist to Disher and Orweiler. So Jamie Orweiler with her team leading 14th assist on the night. Carrie Shannon now takes the team lead in goals on the season with 12 and has tied Jamie Orweiler for the team lead in points, both now with 35 for Marley Disher. As that is her first point of the season, so her first assist as well. So Disher, her first assist, the 14th assist by Orweiler, the 12th goal by Shannon. Second of the night as Lilly sends this one into the box. Siegenthaler dropped it and almost set up an easy one for De Leon, but will collect it off the one hop. 3-0 lead for the Thunder, 25:08 remaining here in the first round against Penn State Behrend.
Siegenthaler's been lucky not to give up any goals off that. That's the 5th or 6th time this match she's bobbled a catch in front of the goal. Oddly enough, all 3 of the Thunder goals, none have come from any rebounds given up by Siegenthaler.
Lily sends this one in the box as she tries to turn on Mueller. Nice job by Mueller slowing that down enough, and it's sent back out. Here's Jen Lee, middle for Orweiler. Orweiler facing up Vassy and swinging it to the far side, and Aaron Strom. Strom, left foot, looking for Gadara. Gadara header, and it's into the back of the net.
The back of the net.
Oh, what a beautiful ball from Aaron Strom. Give the double assist to Orweiler for sending it on, and Gadara takes the contact and sends a header over Siegenthaler into the back of the net. 4-0 lead for the Thunder with 24:33 remaining.
I don't think Gadara knew that went in. She headed the ball, and then she had a defender coming. She absorbed the contact and went to the turf. And she just laid there for a minute. Her teammates came and helped her up, and she was looking up like, did that go in? They're like, yes, it did. Congratulations, Sarah.
Well, and from our vantage point, it looked like that ball might have been sent a little too high, and then it dropped right over Siegenthaler, who had come away from goal almost in anticipation of making that catch. And instead, it is the hat-trick assist for Jamie Orweiler, her 3rd of the night, 15th of the season for Sarah Gadara. That will be, I'm going to have to find it now, her 8th goal of the season. And also the assist to Aaron Strom, who picks up her 2nd of the season. And the Thunder now lead it comfortably 4-0 with 24 minutes to play as that rolls over the end line for a Thunder goal kick. Again, the second game tonight between Alma College and Capital University will be about a half. Line gets it to Lilly. Lilly quick step to Orweiler. Orweiler trying to work around Vassy. She goes down hard, and the foul is called against Vassy. Sam Vassy has been very active along with Aaron McCreary on the far side of the field for the Lions as Quinn goes down and going to lose this one to Lewis. Lewis to Wagner. Wagner turning with help coming from Orweiler and sends it up the sideline to Klamushka. Klamushka faces up Strom in the attacking third, near side of the box, looking to go in line. Strom's going to force her back to the middle of the field. Here's Klamushka into the box and played away by the Thunder. And that's going to be a foul called by Jin Lee, a sliding tackle from behind, and that's going to lead to the penalty dot as Valerie Wagner is down in the box for Behrend, slow to get up. It's going to be a penalty kick opportunity for the Lions as Wagner is up and walking around just fine. As the tackle from behind against Lee will send, they've yet to identify who the kicker is, and now it'll be Wagner, their leading scorer. So Caitlin Graham will face a penalty kick for just the second time this season. The first time she was beat by Molly O'Brien of Illinois Wesleyan in the CCIW championship game. Keep in mind, Hillary Barreto took the shootout for the Thunder. So this one going to be saved by
Great
Graham.
save by Kelsey Graham, stopping a penalty kick to keep her sheet clean in this first round match. And her first test in goal, she passes with flying colors tonight as she saves a penalty kick to keep Wagner from putting the Lions on the board.
No, it's surprising there in that situation. I understand that Wagner's your leading scorer, but after she goes down hard from behind, she's the one you put at the stripe, and it doesn't look like she put a lot on that shot. Just a slow roller to the left side that Graham was guessing that way anyhow, so already had the first step and then able to easily collect and make the save. It's surprising in that situation you don't put somebody like Klamushka on the dot who didn't necessarily just take a hard tackle from behind. And this one goes down the sideline past Hamilton. Right foot won by Schreck. Back into the middle of the field. Orweiler working against Klamushka. Ball loose, going to be won by Steinsdorfer to Vassie and back to Steinsdorfer. Steinsdorfer harassed by Orweiler, who gets a step, and McCreary's there for the Lions. Near side taken away by Val Lilly as Wagner has to work around Jen Lee. And here is Orweiler. Orweiler reverses play to Hamilton on the far side of the field into the attacking half. Hamilton trying to win it past Schreck. Schreck with great defense all night for the Lions, and she will play that one out of bounds, and that will be a Thunder throw-in. Quickly to Clark. Clark will not win that one. It's first step by Vassie, but off the deflection to Orweiler now. Orweiler outside Jin Lee joining the attacking half. 21-23 left in this one. Thunder lead at 4-0. Here's Gadara into the attacking third, trying to reverse spin on Lloyd, and Lloyd won't let her go. And that'll be taken away by the Lions.
Good job by McCreary to come over for the Lions and take that ball away with a help defense, as now the Lions play forward to Emily Lewis at midfield, being harassed by Aaron Strom. Lewis turns, nice slide tackle by Strom to send that ball to the sideline, and a Lion throw on the far side near midfield.
Going to be taken by Julia Schreck as she looks down the sideline. 20:50 remaining here from Joe Bean Stadium. First round tournament action between the Wheaton College Thunder and the Penn State University Behrend Lions. Thunder leading at 4-0, looking to roll into the second round tomorrow night with a 6 p.m. kickoff against the winner of our second game, which is Capital University and Alma College. Thunder have never played either of those teams. Here is Lilly, quick step over, working against Mueller. Lilly's still attacking. Great stop and go as Lilly heading into the box now near side. Mueller with a quick step shoves her down, and she scored it! Val Lilly with a gorgeous goal from the near side as she got pushed to the ground by Mueller, and I'm not sure you're going to see a better shot than that. Val Lilly just buried it under the crossbar.
That's the 5th goal of the night, and by that was the prettiest one so far. Val Lilly, with the defender on her side, went down, struck that ball, and sent a rocket right under the crossbar. Once again, Siegenthaler not with much of a chance. She tried, but that ball was just perfectly placed under the crossbar. And a beautiful, beautiful goal from Val Lilly brings the Thunder total to 5.
23, Ann Turner.
As Ann Turner enters the game for the Thunder, she will replace Jamie Orweiler.
Willie.
And Turner will take a spot in the back, replacing Liebedor. Liebedor will step forward and return to the midfield where she started the season.
So Ann Turner going to get some work at the stopper. For Lilly, it's her 5th goal of the season. That one unassisted, and 5-0 lead for the Thunder. And it's been about a pretty of 5 goals. And in a game, sometimes you get a one-sided game where the goals come from some misplays defensively. But the Thunder have earned all of these goals. They've just been gorgeous goals. You could argue that they've been their best 5 goals of the season so far tonight.
You easily could. They have all been absolutely gorgeous from the Thunder. So now it's good to see Liebedor getting a little chance back in the midfield. And Ann Turner getting to continue perfecting her skills at that stopper position, as she's had a little bit of practice in a couple games near the end of the regular season, as the Thunder control in the middle with Kristen Clark.
So the Thunder have opened up a tight game with 3 goals in a 10-minute span here in the second half. Here's Nordheis touching to Liebedor. Liebedor into the attack, finding Gadara. Gadara behind the back line of the box. Gadara trying to stop, working through contact, and a nice job by Shelby Lloyd to come back and stop the run. Looked like Gadara could have ripped the right foot if she wanted to, and that's really been what the Thunder's best offense. The cornerbacks for Penn State have been fantastic tonight, but the Thunder have been getting the ball about 15 to 20 yards away in the middle of the field and have just been letting loose some strong balls as Nordheis dummied through Liebedor, and it's punched away on the back line. Here's Gadara, loose top of the box, right foot to the far post, left foot De Leon, team save there for the Lions, and then a collision between De Leon, and it was Schreck who saved it on the far post as De Leon got a step to it right into the body of Schreck, who made the save. And finally, making the catch was Siegenthaler right before Liebedor could finish the 6th goal of the night for the Thunder.
Thunder continuing to press the attack, even up 5-0 with 18.5 left. No signs of letting up from the Thunder.
Drop back to Ann Turner now on the back line with Lee and Strom as they push Liebedor up into the front of the attack. Strom racing to the far sideline to win this one. 18-15 remaining here from Joe Bean Stadium. 5-0 lead for the Thunder. Near side for Lee. Lee going to step to the inside around Wagner and find the feet of Hillary Quinn, trips over the ball and finds Clark. Clark quick right foot ahead looking for Gadara. That's going to jump past Lloyd. Here comes Gadara in a foot race with Shelby Lloyd. And Lloyd's going to play it out of bounds for a Thunder throw-in. Going to be taken by Karen Nordheis. Into Gadara on a box out. Just outside the box, drops back outside from Nordheis. Nordheis right foot in, and it never stood a chance as it goes over the goal line for a Lions goal kick. Nice crowd on hand here at Joe Bean Stadium for the first round action. A cool night as temperatures going to drop below 40 as we go through the evening. Flick on header won by Steinsdorfer and a foul called against the Thunder following the goal kick. And it will be taken by Schreck. Schreck will drop back for a right-footed play away somewhere near the 17-minute mark. Again, other games in action. On the women's side, Wartburg leads Principia. The last reported score we had was 1-0, that over in Waverly, Iowa. And on the men's side, the lone game in action, Carthage tied at halftime against Calvin, 0-0. 2 finals on the men's side. Hope knocking off number 18, Thomas More, 2-1. And number 9, Dominican, knocks off Greenville, 4-0. And they will, one game later on tonight, Loris against Minnesota Morris. 2 games tonight later on the women's side, Alma and Capital here from Joe Bean Stadium and University of Wisconsin Whitewater and Aurora, and another game. As the throw-in going to be flicked on and one to the right foot of Aaron Strom. Strom finding De Leon as De Leon turns outside for Hamilton. Hamilton trying to come back inside and does. Finds Sarah Gadara. Gadara trying to step and loses it, as would have had De Leon continuing her run. But Maddie Monty, who has played quietly solid defense tonight for the Lions, was able to get the step. There's Monty winning the header off the throw-in, but it's going right back out of bounds for a Thunder throw-in inside 16 minutes remaining in this one. Down the sideline, trying to work it to Gadara around Monty. Gadara works past her and is played off of Gadara, and that'll be a deep throw-in in the defensive half for the Lions, and it will be taken by Steinsdorfer. With 15:35 to go, Steinsdorfer will hand off to Schreck for the throw-in. Goes down the sideline and won by Hamilton to Gadara, looking for Liebedor, and the clearance off of De Leon, but over the end line for a goal kick for Penn State with 15:15 remaining in this first-round match.
Still so far so good for the Thunder, keeping the pressure on and continuing to attack this Lion team.
The Lions come in riding a 6-game unbeaten streak dating back to October 15th when they fell at Penn State Altoona by a score of 3-1. Sent back in with the right foot towards De Leon. Chested in by Gadara. Still loose at the top of the box and is played away by Penn State. Nice dummy play by Lewis to Klamushka. Klamushka working against Quinn, and that'll be played out by Klamushka for a Thunder throw-in. 14:30 remaining here in the match. Quick throw-in finds Quinn at midfield. With Lewis running on, going to play a right foot. Strong looking to swing it to De Leon. Header finds Liebedor. Liebedor right foot outside to Northeis. Northeis has plenty of time and space to turn upfield. Plays sideline to Liebedor. Liebedor going to work against Shelby Lloyd, who closes the space well, but plays it right out of bounds for a corner kick. Thunder corner kick with 14:10 remaining, as Liebedor will set it at the flag. Northeis comes in support for a short corner, played into Northeis, sets up Liebedor for a right-footed into the middle, and it is headed away by Lloyd. Back to Jen Lee, sets up Strom, and played to the outside in Hamilton. Thunder remaining on the attack. Hamilton, right foot in for Gadara. Pass Gadara to Liebedor. Liebedor left foot, and the offsides flag goes up. A nice diving save at the far post by Siegenthaler. But the flag goes up, as I think it was Liebedor De Leon was a step offsides on the near side of the field. So a free kick for the Lions with 13:30 remaining, to be taken by Schreck. Won by Clark. Back ahead to Gadara. Outside to Hamilton. Hamilton has been solid on the sidelines, playing about 60 minutes tonight. With a left foot into the box, looking for Liebedor. And a foul is going to be called against Penn State. So a Thunder free kick about 5 yards off the end line and 5 yards to the outside of the box on the far side. And it will be taken by Strom.
There's another good chance for the Thunder.
Dangerous spot to give away a free kick, and Strom showed the ability to really put the ball where she wants it tonight. Thunder will attack at the far post. Left foot in. Looking for Clark. Clark header ground. It's loose.
Still loose.
Siegenthaler ran past the ball in all the traffic and was able to reach back and grab it before De Leon could put a foot to it. Trio of subs getting ready to check in for the Thunder. Combination of Disher, Kishkunis,
and Janelle Maida.
Who will see her first minutes of the night. Here's Clark playing past Vassy. Nice step by Steinsdorfer, but to the outside in De Leon. De Leon faces up Schreck, and into the middle, taken away by Vassy. Vassy has been solid in the midfield for the Lions this evening. And that will be played off the foot of Klamushka, and here comes Janelle Maida, Caitlin Kishkunis, and Marley Disher, and out will come Sarah Gadara, Jennifer Lee, and Caitlin Liebedor.
And number 26, Marley Disher.
Substitutions coming with just under 12 minutes left in the second half, with the Thunder still on top comfortably by a score of 5-0.
Down the sideline, way over the head of De Leon, but getting there is Kishkunis. So Kishkunis, who's had quite a few minutes to rest now, getting able to run the last 12 or so as she sprints down the sideline. There's Steinsdorfer working against De Leon, playing off of Northeis on the far side. Excuse me, that is Hamilton. Throw-in comes off of Strom to Hamilton, and now De Leon. De Leon trying to leave for Hamilton, going to end up with the ball at her own feet still. Sideline for Hamilton. Nice two-man play there. Looking to the middle, and Disher, and Lloyd's the first one there. Plays it loose to Kishkunis. Kishkunis to De Leon. Flow of play into the attacking third again for the Thunder. She'll set it up for Kristen Clark. Clark with Wagner on her back. Right foot to the near post, and that'll be wide right. Had to rush the shot as she heard the pressure of Valerie Wagner coming from behind. Under 11 minutes to play here from Joe Bean. The Thunder lead at 5-0 over the Penn State Behrend Lions. Playing away will be Shelby Lloyd. With a right foot straight to the head of Caitlin Kishkunis. Finds Marley Disher. Disher with De Leon in support at the top. Finds De Leon. De Leon in the box. De Leon past traffic and played away on a sliding tackle. Well done by Julia Schreck. As we mentioned, these corners for Penn State have not been the problem defensively. They've been the strength. The Thunder have opened up some long shots from distance in the middle and just buried them. As here's a loose ball to Maida. Maida will look to settle, plays outside to Northeis. Northeis will keep it in against the end line and plays back to Janelle Maida. Maida with Wagner coming on, plays a left foot towards the top of the box, looking for Kishkunis. Header one there by McCreary, whose name we haven't called in a while. And to Vassy. Vassy against Kishkunis, and Kishkunis going to struggle to let her play it away. Vassy touches outside. Northeis trying to get there and does, playing away from Wagner to Maida inside of 10 minutes left. Now here's Northeis down the sideline trying to send De Leon, and Shelby Lloyd will be the first one there and playing out for a Thunder throw-in. To be taken by Northeis, looking for Disher, and it's past Disher into the box where Monty plays on the ground to Kristen Clark. Clark with time, touching outside to Northeis, and Northeis will play right foot into the box looking for Disher again. Coming loose with De Leon running on, and well played on the far side by Schreck, who will now possess and carry away for the Lions. Going to send a strong right foot ahead to Lewis. Emily Lewis turning to the middle, drops back to Vassy, looking ahead, and there's nobody there but Ann Turner in the back. Turner will turn past Klamushka with time on a left foot on the ground to Hillary Quinn, who controls with her left foot and will look for options. Playing outside now to Annie Hamilton. Hamilton running against Schreck on the far sideline. Plays to the inside to Marley Disher, who now has Steinsdorfer on her back. That ball deflected away to Steinsdorfer, who spins to the middle of the field and plays McCreary. McCreary will the Thunder can start to look ahead to the victor of the Alma Capital matchup, which will be coming up about a half hour after the conclusion of this game. Lion throwing, taken by Mueller, finding Wagner, and a right foot ahead to Ann Turner. Turner will collect in the back and plays a right foot away down the sideline over the head of Northeis, but the left foot of Wagner gets thrown out there and will result in a Thunder throw-in. Quick throw-in to Kishkunis. Kishkunis trying to get past McCreary on a deflection off the lines to Mueller, and Mueller to Vassy. Vassy near side back to McCreary, and taken away by Northeis to Vassy. As McCreary goes sprawling to the turf, played into the middle to Schreck. Schreck taken away by Strom, who is pushed up in the formation, and she gets shoved down by Steinsdorfer. Play on, says the official, as Steinsdorfer keeps possession. Ahead to Wagner. Wagner with a right foot looking for Klamushka into the box, trying to race against Janelle Maida, and Klamushka will keep it in along the end line. Now with Janelle Maida on her back, trying to send middle. Well done by Maida. Keeps it in play and depossesses to Karen Northeis. And Northeis will slowly turn around and play it to De Leon. Back past Maida to Kishkunis. Kishkunis looks to leave it for Maida and does, trying to turn play to the far sideline and Hamilton, but Schreck pushes up out of the back, and she will carry into the attacking third. Double team from Strom, and a sliding tackle made, sending it out for a Lion throw-in. 6:52 remaining, as the Lions holding possession in the attacking third now longer than they have all night.
Great tackle by Strom on the far side there, following up the great defense on the end line from Janelle Maida on the near side for the Thunder, as they thwart this Lion attack over the last couple minutes.
And that'll be a goal kick, and also credit Schreck for pulling all the way out of the back and carrying the ball about 30 yards upfield into the attacking third. 6.5 to play, as the ball will be left for Aaron Strom. And barring a miracle finish now for the Lions, the Thunder will move on. They will play at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening here at Joe Bean Stadium against the winner of the Alma Capital game, which is to follow here at Joe Bean. And again, this is a full slate tomorrow afternoon, as the Thunder football team will host Milliken in their regular season finale, what could be their season finale, as obviously the cards stacked against them to get into the playoffs as an at-large. But the possibility is always there, as we saw in 2008. So the Thunder will look to finish 8-2 with a win over Milliken. That'll be a 1 o'clock kickoff over at McCulley Stadium. The Thunder against the Big Blue. And then we will have the second round game between the Thunder and the winner of the Alma Capital game to follow it with a 6 p.m. kickoff here at Joe Bean Stadium. You can catch both those games and the second game here tonight, all here on WETN. 5.5 left as this is played away. Header won by Lloyd over Steinsdorfer and taken away by Kishkunis. Kishkunis outside to Hamilton and ahead to Disher. And a nice step by Monty to take it away again for the Lions. Monty to Vassy. Vassie with a right foot ahead off the head of Kristen Clark, and she'll have time to settle this one down and play away with the left foot right to McCreary. McCreary can't control, though, and it's outside of De Leon, and stepping up is Mueller to take it away as the Lions stepping up with some confidence out of the back now. Here's Mueller into space off the shins of Clark and to Kishkunis. Kishkunis far side Hamilton. Hamilton trying to step past Schreck, and as she has all night, Schreck will have none of it, and is played out for the far side and the Thunder throw-in. 4:45 remaining as Strom kicks and fires deep down the sideline off of Disher, and that'll be a Lion throw-in taken by Julia Schreck. Schreck will go short to Wagner, back to Schreck on the far sideline, and plays into the feet of Hamilton. Deflection back to Schreck, now with space into the middle, plays left foot looking back to Wagner, and a strong step by Strom. Ball stays in play as it's volleyed between the two of them, and Wagner trying to turn, still in play as they fight for it on the far sideline, and a flag finally goes up, and a foul is going to be called against Aaron Strom, and will lead to a Penn State free kick and pretty prime realty. And that will be Schreck to the far side to take it, just inside the sideline, inside of 4 minutes to go. About 20 yards away, extended to the far side of the field. Hand goes up, Penn State pushes forward looking for their first shot of the night, and it'll be right into the waiting arms of Kelsey Graham, who gets her first touch in about 25 minutes.
Good job by Graham, staying alert back there.
Graham playing strong away with the right foot ahead to Marley Disher. Disher flick on header, trying to get past Monty. Monty in a foot race. As Disher goes around, Monty just has to punch it away. Now Northeis is there and played out to the near side and Mueller. As Siegenthal really coming off her line. It looked like she could have grabbed that one. Instead, just kind of lightly punched it away. And the Thunder almost turned it into a goal. Here's Kishkunis trying to turn back to the middle of the field with 3:15 to go. Plays back to Janelle Maida, and it's taken away by Sam Vassie. Vassie going to leave it for Steinsdorfer in the middle of the field, hounded by De Leon, and a left foot ahead looking for Klamushka, but Janelle Maida will win the touch for the Thunder. Maida ahead to Marley Disher. Disher with Monty on her back, and this is ahead to Klamushka. Even rush for the Lions, now 3-on-3 as Turner steps over, playing to the middle, and Lewis, and now Hillary Quinn will put a stop to it as she plays away at the top of the 18 towards Karen Northeis. 2:45 left in this one. Northeis along the sideline looking for Disher, and Shelby Lloyd's the first one there for the Lions. Well, waiting to settle is McCurry, and playing away now with a right-footed volley. Off the head of Hillary Quinn now to Kristen Clark, as that ball through the hand of Lewis. Accidental handball. They will allow play to continue. Down the far side goes Annie Hamilton. Hamilton quickly playing to Danny De Leon at the top of the box, trying to settle for a right-footed shot. Ball still loose to Steinsdorfer, and Steinsdorfer plays away with the left foot. 2:15 to play as Maida wins this one past the sliding Klamushka. Here is Janelle Maida into the attacking third. Left foot towards the goal line, and Siegenthal will easily have that one, as Disher will not put a run towards the end line on that one. 2 minutes to play here from Joe Bean Stadium. Siegenthaler, left-footed flick away as Clark will play on the head past Vassie to Disher. Disher trying to settle, working past Mueller, trying to thread the needle through Schreck, and Monty gets a step to that ball. Here's Hamilton. Hamilton to Kishkunis. Kishkunis drops back to Kristen Clark, moving towards the near sideline now to Karen Northeis. Minute and a half remaining. Thunder with a 5-0 lead. Northeis trying to send it in, and it's off the foot of Mueller, and will be a Thunder corner kick, sending Kishkunis to send a far corner. Thank you. And now Kishkunis to the flag. Look like Northeis might take it for a while, but now it will be Caitlin Kishkunis with minute 10 remaining. Kishkunis backs off. The Thunder will wait. Northeis will shield the keeper. Sending in with a right foot is Kishkunis, looking for De Leon, and it's just over her head, and Quinn couldn't get there in time. Cleared out with a minute to play. Left foot Kishkunis along to switch play, and finds Annie Hamilton.
Good job to trap that by Hamilton.
And an even better job by Schreck to take it away, trying to lead to something for Penn State. Here's Klamushka with Strom running onto her back. Maida trying to pinch, and Aaron Strom does a tremendous job tracking her down and playing away, keeping it inbounds along the far sideline. And now a hard collision out of the back. As Klamushka goes down, pressure was from Maida, and Klamushka slow to get up. half a minute to play. Wagner will throw the right hand up, playing to the top of the box. Turner gets ahead to it. Here comes Mueller setting up a right-footed shot, and that will go left, and that will be the first shot of the night for the Penn State Behrend Lions, and it will come with 20 seconds to go, and it will be our last bit of action that we will see in the first round. 10 seconds remaining. Turner will not have to play this ball away. And the Thunder are going to move on to the second round, where they will await the winner of Alma and Capital and see who they will draw at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. And we weren't sure what we would see between two teams who haven't seen each other before, probably haven't seen each other much on tape, but this one was all Thunder from the get-go. They controlled the tempo in their attacking half in the beginning and then opened it up with that 10-minute stretch in the second half. And again, you can't fault the corners for Penn State. It was just tremendous shots by the Thunder all night long.
It really was. The Thunder, each of the 5 goals, it was like they were trying to outdo each other out there. Well, the first one was pretty, the second one was prettier, and finally by the end, they were just gorgeous goals from the Thunder. And as Rusty's been saying all night, yeah, you certainly can't fault the cornerbacks for the Lions at all. They were one of the strongest points of this team. It just so happens that the Thunder were taking great shots and getting good shots off, and they were hitting their marks tonight, and those balls were flying like rockets to the back of that net.
And there was not a whole lot Siegenthaler could do on a lot of them. It's not like she was out of position. It was most of the time the shots just beat the position with such pace and placement. I mean, the 90s were abused in this game.
They were. The phrase "too good" really was showcased in this game. There's nothing the keeper could do about most of these. The shots really were just too good from the Thunder. And nothing for Siegenthaler to feel bad about his sheet. No keeper could have done much with the shots the Thunder were laying on her tonight.
So as you can see now, the Lions will be awarded their NCAA tournament participation medals. And the Thunder will move on to play another match here in the season. They moved to 19-1-1 on the season, and they will draw the winner of our upcoming match between Alma College and Capital University. And again, those are two opponents whom the Thunder have not seen in their past. They're even a little bit more alienated with Capital because they haven't seen anybody out of the Ohio Athletic Complex yet in their program history. They're very familiar with the MIAA, most of that coming against Hope and Calvin. But you do see a couple matches against Albion on their past history. They have never faced Alma, though, so you may be familiar with their conference style of play, but each team kind of has their unique flavor to that, and that's what we'll see in the upcoming game.
Yeah, we know the Thunder coaches and probably mostly the players will stick around and certainly be scouting out the two teams that they could be possibly playing tomorrow night, so getting a little bit of live action on these two teams to try and scout them out a little bit before having to suit up and play them tomorrow night.
So congratulations on a fine season to the Lions of Penn State Behrend. The Thunder move on to the second round, and they will await the winner of our second game. Right now we're going to send this back to the studio. NCAA does not allow us to have contact with the coaches, so we will not be able to interview Coach Felsky in this one. However, we will send it back to the WETN Sports Desk. Mr. Judanubi is waiting, and we will be back for the kickoff between Alma College and Capital University. They've got 40 minutes on the clock, so we would assume that kickoff to come somewhere around 7:45. So right now, we will send it back to Judanubi. You're listening to the voice of the Thunder, WETN.
Thank you very, very much, Rusty Lindsay and Jonathan Hensel with the call from Joe Bean Stadium. The Thunder 5-0 winners. Back at the WETN Sports Desk, I'm Judah Newby. We're through with Game 1 of our evening doubleheader as WETN's coverage of the 2011 Division III National Tournament of Women's Soccer continues. The Wheaton College Thunder victorious over Penn State University Behrend by a final score of 5-0 in the first round of the tournament. Wheaton scored courtesy of Carrie Shannon, assisted by Bucky Liebador in the 24th minute. Jamie Orweiler was assisted by Shannon in the 38th minute. It was 2-0 at halftime, and the Thunder poured it on with second-half goals from Shannon, freshman Sarah Gadara, and then Val Lilly for the 5-0 final as Wheaton advances to the second round. Coming up will be the next first-round matchup, pitting Alma College from Michigan and Capital University from Ohio. Rusty and John once again will have the call again. That'll come up in about 35 to 40 minutes from now. A reminder that tomorrow is more WETN sports as Wheaton football hosts Milliken for the regular regular season finale. It's also Senior Day tomorrow at McCulley Stadium. Rusty Lindsay and Doug Rothschild will have the call for the 1 p.m. kickoff. Then at 6 p.m. we'll have a second-round matchup between Wheaton and the winner of the following match between Alma and Capital for a chance to move on to the third round of the national tournament.